back to stream. That is still really, really loud for me. I know it's not super loud for you guys, I don't think, but God, that is loud for me. Okay. Oh, I got to see the train running away again. Nice. So, what are we getting into today? First of all, hi everyone. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's having a nice time. Okay, so we're kind of getting toward the end of the game. I was thinking originally that tonight was going to possibly be like finale night. Lo and behold, I forgot about something. There's DLC for this game, and I totally forgot about it until now. And so, I don't know if we're going to do that or not. I kind of want to do the DLC, and on the other hand, I kind of like want to leave stuff open for people to enjoy. So, I don't know, we might do the DLC. We might do it. Or we might do it for another set of streams at some point. We might come back and, when I feel like playing this game again, do it separately. We could do that as well. Because it's a virtually totally isolated story. I'm also realizing something. There has to be something right here. Like, it's so full everywhere else. There has to be something there. I'm going to go to Fort Memoriam. Your transponder starts making that bleeping noise that means either treasure or a monster, and who can resist that gamble? Not you. At least not in this encounter. Anyway, your involuntary risk-taking is rewarded when you find a high-tech crate. Sadly, it's locked. Scraps on a punch card. Okay. Let's just... Wow. Okay. Get beefy. Actually, let's go in here, because normally... Yeah, I don't see anything I didn't already know about, so... I guess not. I almost didn't stream today. I was really, really tempted not to, actually. Because, as I've mentioned previously, I finally realize how heavy my typing is. And so it makes it, like it's really easy to hear, like, when I'm typing, and it's... I've been listening to the playbacks, and I hear the thump, the thump, the thump, the thump. And I know it's kind of annoying. The good news is, tomorrow, I plan on having a, there's a delivery coming tomorrow that's going to be a new mic boom, so that I can actually lift the mic off the desk entirely. Like, it won't even be sitting in a cradle. It'll actually be up and away from my desk, and it won't be attached to my desk either. It's a Frisco Poppy. Pick it. There we are. I made it all the way to Frisco. Why are you panicking? Howdy, Gary. Oh, let's go in a place. A good place. What? Where? A custard standing. A what? Jeez, I should be used to this by now. The last custard stand. What do you think we should do next? Oh gosh, wow, hello to Frisco. Oh, and hello to Smee again. Any other ideas? Gary reminds you that you told Bernard the skeleton that you do something about those cultists he's afraid of in Reboot Hill. Okay. Another El Vibrato thingamajig. Go to the professor. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's actually go do those. Hold on. Let's go ahead and do them. Hold on. Professor's house. Let's go all the way back over there. We're going to reboot Hill, huh? I didn't know we had anything for the professor. Show him the whining object. I found an annoying whining dome. Wow, that is annoying, isn't it? I hope that goes away when I fix it. What is it? Thank you, Benzie. I do have some water with me today. What is it? Aha! Well, unless I miss my guess, you'll find this very handy. How's that? Well, I believe it's for manufacturing a variety of fighting tools, and presumably the helpful ones. Otherwise, why bother, right? Okay, so is that it? This thing? Okay, this machine turns El Vibrato scrap into single-use combat items. That's what the professor said, and I'm confirming it for you. There's a little note on the side where he describes the different things you can make with it. You make a grenade, which you assume blows things up. You can make something called a maintenance teleporter, which the professor says will banish any hostile El Vibrato construct. It can make an autonomous construct that will help you win fights by hurting your enemies, or one that can help you win fights by healing you and your allies. Dude, really? That's actually kind of cool. I mean... got one of each. What's this again? That's for a battery. Fabricate a key. Alright. I wonder if there's anything else. That we can do with the El Vibrato. I've never actually completed all the El Vibrato stuff before. I'm actually really surprised we got as far as we did. Here, let's talk to Gary. Is there anything else to do with this? A strange man liking strange things. Well, everyone needs a hobby. You're right about this El Vibrato stuff being strange, though. I've never seen anything like it. Strange machines from gods, maybe. You guys have gods? What are they like? Really crazy. Super crazy. Don't even asking. What do you think we should do next? Are we to Frisco going now? Okay. Any other ideas? Okay, so yeah, we did the thing for the professor, so... Ah, aliens, thank you for redeeming your daily cookie. You got the gingerbread cookie. Nom 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 nom. Alright, so let's go to Reboot Hill, I guess. Boop. Gumi! Thank you for redeeming your daily cookie. You got oatmeal raisin. Benzie! Redeeming your daily cookie. Gumi would like a dad joke. Well... I had a really, really good one earlier today. What was it? It was... What was it? Oh! Gumi. What do you call a potato that has turned to the dark side? Darth Tater. And happy May 4th, everybody. May the 4th be with you. You pass a pile of old bones. When you stop to examine them, they assemble into a skeleton. Just a regular old skeleton with nothing special about it, except for the fact it's attacking you. And now that I think about it, even that isn't particularly special. Gee, what a humdrum encounter. Get beefy. That one is cute. I like that one. Okay. Something about cultists here. Don't worry, it's just paint. Oh, did we ever help her? Her first name ends in a vowel. Okay. Alright, hold on. I got a piece of... Well, I don't really need a piece of paper. I got a thing I can write with here. Hold on. I totally forgot about this lady. We were going to help her, like, a long time ago. I feel really bad, Dan. Okay, so... First name end in vowel. Okay. Anything else? I was 40 when she was born, 37 or 42. It must have been somewhere in that range. So she was 40. I remember doing this one. I charted it all out, took my time, and still managed to botch it. Dude, go back a couple of VODs. And yeah, you'll see I did the exact same thing. First name, longer than last. Not by daughters. She knit me a lovely sweater for Crimbo just the year before she died. Okay. Okay, so I think it's important to figure out... Okay, Becky Smith. Okay, past the same age as Becky. Okay. Let me see. Is this an actual piece of paper that I can write on? What is this? Yeah, that's something I can write on. Okay. Where's my pen? There it is. Okay, so we have little Becky Smith. She was 16. God, this is the worst pen ever for writing. Hold on. There's a better pen. Is there another Becky? Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's like 4 of them. There's Pamela, Pearl, Lillian, Leslie. Say penultimate Becky Smith. She was 24. And my wife is here. She also got a gingerbread cookie. Very nice. Okay. So, age 14. Penultimate. Becky. Okay. Leslie Smith. Penelope. Patricia. First Becky Smith. She was... Let's see. Thank you for the hydrate again. $38. Yeah, 38. Trisha Smith, Lenore Smith, Paula Smith, Fiona Smith, Leliana Smith, Faye Smith, Linda Smith, Margaret Smith, Madeline Smith, Faith Mezzo Becky Smith, who was 50. Gonna make sure you have to get up to pee at least twice tonight. Meredith Smith, Fidelity Smith, Farrah Smith, Melissa Smith, Magdalene Smith. Okay. Now, we also know her first name is longer than her last name. They're all named Smith. And ends in a vowel. So we got Melissa as a potential opportunity, maybe. I don't know. How old is Melissa here? $42 to $80. That means she's 38. So that could be her. Because there is a first Becky Smith. So we got Melissa. Voltron, welcome to the stream, buddy. Shortbread cookie. Num 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 num. Okay, so Melissa is 38. Okay. Magdalene is 23. Nobody was 23. It can't be Magdalene. Meredith, nope, because it doesn't end in a vowel. Because it ends, the first name ends in a vowel. So it can't be Meredith. It's not Farrah. It's not Fidelity. You know, I wrote a lot of these down, too, somewhere. Hold on. Where did I write that down? Here it is. Wow, I can't make heads or tails of my old notes. Okay, that's fine. Fidelity, Faith, Madeline Smith, 36 to 75. So let's see, 40 to 75, 50. Can't be Madeline. Because 36 to 75, 40 to 75 is 35, 35 plus 4, that'd be 39. So it can't be Madeline, because she's not the right age. Margaret, Faye, nope, name's not long enough. Linda, name's the exact same, so no. Leliani Smith. Can't be 25 years old, see? 49 to 64. Wait a minute. No, I'm doing the math wrong on that. Hold on. It'd be 50 to 60. It'd be 15 years old. So still not a match, though, because 15 years old, and the other girls were 16, 14, 38, and 50. So nope, can't be her. Paula, nope, same match. Fiona, nope. That's Becky. Patricia Smith, 40 to 62 would be 22, 24. Yep, nope, that doesn't match. Lenore, 50 to 63 would be 13, 13 and 3, 16. Okay, so it could be Lenore. She was, let's see, 50 to 63 would be 16. Okay, so she's 16 years old. Patricia Smith. Didn't we just figure out that this one was a no? Yeah, we figured that was a no. Because that's 24 years old. Yeah, 24. Wouldn't it be easier to narrow the range when she was born? What do you mean? And you can explain that while I'm continuing to do this crazy stuff. Penelope, that's possible. She's 50. Yep. Okay, that's penultimate. Leslie. Leslie was 19, so no. Pearl, no. Pamela. Let's see. 18. Hi, Ruja. Did you see the new movie, The Constipation? No. I'm waiting for the joke. I'm waiting for the punchline. It hasn't come out yet. I like that one. That's a good one. I'm going to add that one to my future arsenal. Let's see. So 40 to 57 would be... That'd be 17. Minus 1 is 16. Oh, wait. Pamela's 16. Okay. Little Becky Smith. Lilith Smith. Okay. There's 4 potential girls it could be. And the previous times, I guessed it was Penelope or Melissa. I think. But it was neither one of them. So it's Lenore or Pamela. Okay. Well. So who's the oldest one? I know it's her. "43, 22, 41, 20. Okay. Hi, Skylar. Thank you for dropping in. Hot damn, is that a 30 stream streak? My god. Thank you so much. And hi, Ari. Okay. I think it's Lenore or Pamela, but I don't know which one it is. And now I don't remember where their graves are. Wait, there's Lenore. Okay, so now, also not buried next to one of the daughters. Okay, Lenore is not buried next to one of the daughters. What was the rest of it? Okay. And okay, it might be Lenore, but hold on. Where's Pamela? Pamela's right there. Well, Pearl, I think, is one of the daughters. Look at the age, 1820. Okay, so now the other question is one of these graves for the lady over there? Where's her grave? I strongly think it's Lenore. I feel like I need to make like a family tree table. Oh yeah, absolutely. You're seeing things? Oh, of course I am. Sleepy from nap? Oh, I love naps. I resisted the urge to try to take one earlier today. Oh. Wait a minute. That's her grave right here. 1800 to 1895. Okay, so she was born in 1800. Okay. Just kind of looking at these. Okay. I want her to tell me something really quick. First name and then a vowel. I remember I was 40 when she was born. Oh no, 37 or was it 42? It must have been somewhere in that range. So that means whoever it was born between 1837 to 1842. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. That's old for that time? Yeah, it is. Margaret, Madeline. Where's Lenore? Where's Lenore at? 1847. So no, it can't be Lenore. It can't be Lenore then. Can we see the other hints? Yeah, sure. Okay. Do you remember anything about your granddaughter? So her last name ends in a vowel. She was between 37 and 42 when she was born. Now, she was born in 1800. That means that the birth year has to be between 1837... Wait. No, actually, wait a minute. Whoa, no. It could be Lenore. Hold on. I was looking at the wrong damn number. I was looking at the wrong... No, actually, wait a minute. No, I am looking at the right thing. Never mind. So she was born between 1837 and 1842. The first name is longer than the last. She's not buried next to one of the daughters. The daughters were born in like the 1819 through mid-20s. And she died the same age as one of the Beckys. The thing about knitting, I don't understand. Okay. I thought Pamela, who was... I mean, that's possible, because Pamela's the right age, but Pearl is right next to her. And Pearl is one of the daughters. So that's not possible. It can't be Pamela. We know that. For some reason I said no to Penelope, no Melissa. maybe I'm wrong? Well, actually, no. Penelope is out of the range. Okay, so that means that the birth year has to be between 1837 and 1842. So Pamela's out. No, Pamela's in. But Pamela's out because of this. So no Pamela. It can't be Pamela. Leslie was 19. None of the others were 19. None of the Beckys are 19 years old. Who are all the daughters? Pearl is one of them, I can tell. Lilith is another one. So it can't be any of these girls up here. See, Penelope's 50. Could it be Patricia? Let's see. 40. No, it should be 24 years old, and none of the Beckys were 24 years old. Unless I'm missing a Becky somewhere. What age are all the Beckys? So the Beckys are 16. Here, let's go find all the Beckys again really quick. Hold on. Little Becky Smith. So Little Becky Smith, according to this, was 16 years old when she died. 43 to 59. So that should be 16. And then, let's see. Pamela, Pearl, Lilith, Leslie. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Penultimate Becky Smith. Why did I write 14? She's 24. Hold on. I may goof this whole thing. Hold on. Patricia's right here. I never guessed Patricia. And she's not next to any of the daughters. No, there isn't a whole plot now. Okay, well, I know it can't be Lenore. Let me go see if there... Okay, and Patricia was born in the age range. It might be Patricia. Paula... No. No to Lenore, because we know Lenore is too old. Or was too young. Leilani, or Leilani, however you friggin' pronounce that. So she was 15 years old. Linda, Margaret. Wait, nope, doesn't matter. Not the correct age. Nope. 23. Melissa's 38. What ruled Melissa out, other than I think I guessed it before? I think it's Patricia. We're gonna try it. Damn it. Okay, let's go kill cultists. Shank Weems. Wait, hold on. We're reasonably sure he's dead. They got him coming and going. I get it, it's a palindrome. There's also a clue at Kellogg Ranch. Old-timey game. Oh, stick figure? Hi, Poe. Yeah, this is West of Loathing, so it is a stick figure game. And it's hilarious. It's filled with puns. Okay, so hold on. You said a Kellogg Ranch? There's a hint? Thank you, Gumi, for doing the shout-out. Thank you for also shouting out Poe. Thank you, thank you. Fertilizer. Endless stacks of grain. Or an agave. Yeah, you're looking at a walk through. No answers, but I figured I'd throw you a bone. I appreciate that, thank you. Nope. Aliens, thank you for the hydrate, my dear. Hello, just seeing what everyone is playing before my eyes close for the night. Oh, well, thank you for dropping in. And thank you for redeeming your daily cookie. You have an oatmeal raisin cookie. Delicious. It's where the keys were hidden. Something hidden at Kellogg Ranch? Dormitory. Maybe it's in the dormitory. Okay. Bottle of laudanum. Got some needles. Ah ha ha ha! The only thing inside is a dusty old diary. You pick up the diary and blow some of the dust. The cover says the diary of Blanksmith. Damn it. The first name is worn away, but you can tell it was longer than 7 letters. That's funny. I thought I guessed it was Penelope before, but maybe I didn't. Hold on. Let's see. Sadly, the contents aren't particularly juicy. The author joined Kellogg's health program because she'd had several relatives with poor health and wanted to preserve her own. She found the ranch to be pretty boring, but appreciated the lack of anything with much else to do. Gave her plenty of time to spend knitting, which was her favorite hobby. The last entry mentions Kellogg's death, rumored but unconfirmed to be due to a brain aneurysm caused by outrage at hearing a dirty joke, and that the author was returning home. Guess she forgot the diary when she left. Okay, so the name's longer than 7. Kellogg Ranch Workout Regimen. Ooh, Cowboy Chef's hat. Kellogg's Grain Flakes recipe, too. Neat. Kellogg's office. Let's see. Okay, so I remember already talking to this guy previously. So, wait. Does that mean I can go... Best, this music sounds cursed. It is... Slightly. Insert your limbs. This place is terrible. Okay. I have to go back to Dirtwater because I have to rest for the day now. Because I already made a guess. What's this? As you're riding down the trail, the dirty urchin jumps out, points a toy pistol at you, and demands that you pay the toll by doing 20 push-ups. Pay the boy! Satisfied by your demonstration of upper body strength, the child allows you to pass without pretending to shoot you. That's cute. You go to sleep. You dream that you're having a fight with a bag of sticks while fleeing from a tree. For some reason, you fall into a bottomless void. You wake up drenched in sweat. You wake up refreshed and restored, and hungry and sober. How sad. Okay, let's go back to Reboot Hill. Let's fight a hell cow. Get beefy. Okay. Let's go see Grandma again. Okay. So it's not Becky. It's not Pamela. Because Pamela's right next to Pearl. So it can't be any of those. Right up there. We know... Or at least I think we know that it's not Penelope. But her name is longer than 8 letters. Or 7. Penelope was born too early. Oh, yep, you're right. Penelope's born too early. Because 1837 is the earliest year. There's Patricia, who we just guessed. And we know it's not Patricia. Okay. First Becky Smith, no. Paula, no. Lenore, no. Okay, Leilani was born way too late, because it's 1837 to 1842. So it can't be her either. Can't be Faye. Can't be Linda. Can't be Margaret. Madeline was born too early. Can't be Faith. Can't be Meredith. Can't be Mezzo. Fidelity. Farah. Farah was 1816. She was 23. But we just saw the clue said that the name had to be longer than 7 letters. And Melissa's name is only 7 letters. 23, but none of the girls were 23. Because penultimate Becky Smith was 24. Right? Where's penultimate Becky Smith? She was one of the first ones, I think. Yeah, I mean, there's no 1840 to 1864. So, yeah, 24 years old. So it can't possibly be Melissa. Or, Magdalene, I mean. Because she was only 23 when she died. technically, nearly all of these could be plus or minus a year. How do you figure? Depends on if they died before or after their birthday. Oh my god, really? You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to try Magdalene Smith. I'm going to try it. I really don't think it is, but I'm going to try. How the flip does that work? Really? Granny's eyes brightened and she burst into tears, but happy ones this time. Oh, yes, of course. How could I have forgotten? Poor sweet Magdalene. Oh, how I miss her. We'll go into the afterlife. You'll see her. Granny drifts over to her tombstone and gently places a bouquet at the base. Both Granny and the flowers fade away into nothingness. That is except for a single flower that remains. Goodbye, Granny. I hated your quest. Why? Why? Plus 11 spell damage. That's nice. Okay. Let's see. Food. I don't want to use that. Eat one of these. Eat one of those. You know what? We're actually going to use this. We're going to use a ghost pickle. And some blossom gin. Schmaltz blue ribbon. Oh, I can't drink anymore. Okay, and then for spleen. Yes, thank you, Benzie. I appreciate it. It's still a little screwed up, but it works, I guess. Okay, even if they do hit me. There we go. Do this. And do that. Cool. That works. Okay, let's read some tombstones, people. Billy Spider McKinley, 1549 to 1630, turned out to be way more than one. It's Goomiesworth's nightmare. Wise old Jed Marmot. This time the bar ate him. Peggy Immortal. Kind of ironic. Big Bob Hurlingham. Gone to the big pie eating contest in the sky. Biff Bunkerston. He was a real butt face. I love that joke. Snidely Crandallsworth. He was sort of like a Benjamin Button kind of a thing. Oh, 1800 to 1700. Okay. Annette Centabomb tried to eat her way out of a bear. Clean Willie Hinks. Really's gonna hate this burial thing. Buck Jeansley. Nobody ever saw a man die that way before. Whole gang buried here. Okay. Huh. I guess it just makes more sense just to attack them, I suppose. You defeated the whole gang of sweet skeletons. 200 experience points. Here lie the sweet gang. May they never wake up. Take the sword. You pluck the sword of the stone. Now you're royalty. Sweet sword. Okay. It's a nice moxie, I suppose. Shank Weems. Yep, we got that one. Dink Scotch Turkinson, drowned in a whiskey barrel. It's what he would have wanted. Old Dead Tom. Took us kind of a long time to get around to this. 1619 to 1833. Fred Deeks. Couldn't remember the rhyme about which snakes are poisonous. Narrowed Flens. Died as he lived. Screaming. Annette Jangle. First Lady Bicyclist to ride off a cliff. Lavender Crinks, inventor of the external combustion engine. And I think we got a sandwich or something out of that previously. I don't remember what it was. Let's see. Vernon Pensacord. Professional sword swallower. All Dynamite Jim Fresca. All the bits we could find. This tombstone is big and fancy and has a door on the front. Open the door. It's a document inside and a weird little metal object. Read the document. The document describes a tome time, the burial wishes of a Chet Buttersley in a weird sequence of letters. BTLITR. Okay. Chet Buttersley. Hold on. Let's write down his name. Chet. Oh, Bustersley. Bustersley. BTLITR. Huh. Take the object. Pick up the object. It looks like a piece of a broken key. BTLITR. Huh. Tombstone is big and fancy. This door on the front. Pick the lock. Document a weird metal object. Read the document. Describes tome time. The bear, which is Sam Feathersmith. Okay, so OH LGHE. Take the object. It's another key fragment. Big fancy safe cracking. Read the document. Philip Irongloat. I probably don't need to write down their names, so that's okay. OIE HTE. Another piece of a broken key. Alright. What am I supposed to do with all that? Xavier Hornhog ran from air right off a cliff. Lucky Vitty Pike. It's bound to run out sooner or later. 1864 to Gina Slapradish. Ate too many wasps. I beg your pardon? Hazel Batchley embroidered herself to death. Thank you for the hydrate. That one guy. Hey, Gummy, it's that guy. You know the one. Yeah, him. Brett Haggins, the most strikingly rat-faced man any of us had ever seen. Stanrietta Minkelson tried to eat a live eagle on a dare. The ground here seems reasonably soft. Dig it up. Looks like the eagle knocked out all her teeth on its way down. You got a handful of loose teeth. Alright. Hi, Bernard Lurivosa here. So who the cultist? Yes, shh. Reanimating dead people's skeletons. I don't want to reanimate it. It sounds horrible. Okay. They must be on the other side. I forgot all about him. Plot 3. Oh, there they are. I see them over there. Paulette Tewksbury. Died of a disease we don't have a name for yet. The ground here seems reasonably soft. Dig it up. Skull chips. Okay, nice. Perletta Fink. Territorial Scoffing Champion. Oh, hello. You're not gonna get past this barrier of whirling bones without, well, making it so there's no more barrier of whirling bones here. Crush them. Those bones attached to nothing are no match for the ones attached to your muscles. Susan Boinstrom. Buried with her treasured collection of dog ears. These cultists look like they're barely maintaining control over that skeleton. Wait and see what happens. You hide behind a tombstone and wait. After a few moments, the skeleton rests over the cultist's control and goes on a rampage. Bones and teeth fly everywhere, and none of them belong to the skeleton. That's what gives you any indication how the fight turns out. Seemingly satisfied with the carnage just caused, the skeleton scratches somebody into the ground and then shuffles off to the south. Frightening topics in next max. Boy, why not east of Loathing? Hi! How's it going, Suki? Welcome. Thed Vroom. Nothing but left but boots and teeth. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm assuming it's west of Loathing just because you're out west? I don't know. I also want to play Shadows over Loathing at some point, too. Which is more like... it's kind of like... It's the same art style, but it's more like Cthulhu Mythos type game. It's kind of neat looking. Let's see. Peninsula Wackersley. Nice lady, but a really unfortunate name. Okay. This is a hastily constructed, very shallow privy. Investigate. Yes, definitely Shadows over Loathing. Okay, I've actually... So this game I've beaten. I've played this one before. I played it as a snake oiler. That's why I'm playing as a cowpuncher this time. But, yeah, I do kind of want to play Shadows over Loathing because I've never beaten it. I started it, but I got, like, I don't know, an hour into the game and then just kind of quit. Okay, investigate. You open the door and dig around in the detritus. You find nothing of interest. Well, then why did I need the stench resistance? This is what the skeleton wrote. Must be its name? Grutch. Grutch. Okay. What's in the tent? Nothing here but 3 bedrolls and a single stale smell. Okay. That's it? Huh. Okay. Hello, who are you? Okay. I took care of them already. Great! Whew. That's a load off my mind. Let me tell you. Here, you can have this worry stone. I don't need it now. Cool. Thanks. What's the worry stone? Oh, plus to your moxie. Okay. Am I forgetting anything? Gary looks low on ideas for side dalliances right now. Huh. Okay. He said Grutch, and he says go south. I wonder what that was all about. I wonder if it's something to do with the Buffalo Pile, or maybe the Madness Mall Mine? Huh. I don't know. All I know is side things are kind of gone, I guess, so last custard stand. Okay, the transponder leads you to a small cave. You park Cookie outside and step in to investigate. That's a big monolith. Gate in effect, energized. Very nice. A tiniest house. That's not a house, it's a booth for selling things from. Selling a man's? What? No, he's the merchant, not the merchandise. Haha, Gary's knowing, just a kidding. Man to selling cat shards. That was very close to being correct. I'm weirdly proud. Hi. Well, howdy there. Welcome to the last custard stand. I'm Custard Man Stan, and I make honey custard like only Custard Man Stan can. Care to try some? Tell me about your custard stand, Custard Man Stan. Not much to tell. Just a plain, honest custard stand selling plain, honest custard. Just a plain, honest custard stand selling plain, honest custard. But it's the last one? What, like the last one before you get to Frisco, or last one in the whole territory? Heck, the last one in the whole world, so far as I know. But I can't swear to that. Are you sure it isn't the first? Yep, because the first one was also mine. It was farther up north. Whole dang operation was ate by wasps, stand and all. Give me them sweet custards. Oh my god, that's expensive custard. I'll buy one of them. Okay. Okay, back to Frisco, I guess. An angry-looking skeleton with a mining pick is stalking you. I guess now that I think about it, most skeletons are pretty angry-looking. Defend yourself. Ouch. What's going on, Smee? This Fancy Pants calls himself the Emperor, and he won't let us build our tracks up to the station. Can you see if you can talk some sense into him? I'm on it. Who the heck are you? I'm Emperor Norton. I'm in charge of the city, and you can't build any train tracks here without my permission. An Emperor? Where's your crown, then? As it happens, I lost my dang crown. Fool thing didn't fit right anyway. But without it, I can't issue any official permits, and that means no rails for you. Unless, of course, you were to give me a new crown. A properly fitting one. I don't have any crowns, sorry. Well, I guess that just tears it, don't it? So not only do you not get that permit, but also, he reaches into his pocket and grabs a handful of powder, which he throws in your face. Your eyes burn. Ha! Have a taste of my famous antivirus, sucker! Your vision goes all weird and you pass out. What was that? When you come to, Norton is gone, and so is the train. Where'd the train go? That lunatic stole it. He drove it off somewhere into the desert. Norton's gone off the rails. He points to a set of deep ruts onto the side of the railroad tracks. You walk over to investigate, but you can't see it because of this weird hexagon thing your eyes are doing. You should probably get that checked out, boss. That Norton fella said something about an antivirus? Maybe someone around here knows something about that. Yeah, probably. Frisco Station, projectionist. Flyer of some sort. Comedy flyer. You don't look well. Yeah, I can't see well either. Oh no, that rascal Norton do this to you? He was raving out some sort of antivirus earlier. Any idea how to fix this? You know that feller named Roy Bean? The one that collects all kinds of jelly beans? I think maybe he got one of them made of honey, and that that it could help you with your predicament? That makes 0 sense, but I don't suppose I have a better plan. Oh gods, is that what I think that is? Guys. Guys. It's a spittoon! Oh boy, another spittoon. Let's go! What's with the excitement? I've given up. This is the last spittoon of the game, and I'm not going to try and convince you not to be the most disgusting person on earth anymore. Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah! Search that filthy spittoon! You kneel down on the floor and throw your arms around the spittoon, giving the greasy brass bucket a great big hug. How about a kiss? Would you like to kiss it? You know it, baby. You pucker up and give the spittoon a great big kiss right on the rim. Is there tug involved? Well, I'll leave that up to you. But even without it, it tastes like a burning horse. I love it. I know you do, friend. And if it were legal in this country, I'd let you marry that spittoon and have a beautiful romantic honeymoon night with it. But unfortunately, you're going to have to settle for wearing it as a hat. Yes, please. You flip that beautiful brass bucket over and slap it onto your head, drenching yourself in hot brown tobacco spit. It washes down over your face and hair like a sewage waterfall, soaking your clothes, running down your collar, and slithering into your underwear and filling your boots. I can't even force myself to describe it in any more detail than that. You are the world's foulest human being. Congratulations! You got an item? Spittoon hat? How bad is it? Oh, damn. It's a spellcasting item, too. Ah, oh, that's too bad. We're going to wear it once. Anyways. Cowboy chef's hat? No. No. Yeast-covered hat? No. 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 Nope. Nope. Hey, I had a tiara. I could have given him a tiara. 5 muscle. The ad break made me miss you getting the spittoon hat. God damn it. I am so sorry. I didn't realize that we were in an ad break. It's okay. It's in the VOD. You will be able to see it. You will be able to see it, buddy. Okay, so we need to go to Roy Bean. Where is he? Phew, is it crazy hot out here. The desert is just the worst. You stay here too long, you end up like one of those charred black skeletons clacking toward you. Oh, that's right. They hurt, don't they? Jesus. Okay, they kind of hurt. Let's see. Hi, Roy. Howdy, Callista. Thanks again for helping me get back on my jelly beans. Don't mention it. There's a single yellow jelly bean in this case with a sign that says Paraguayan Murder Bee Honey Jelly Bean. Very rare, 6,000 meat. Roy walks over. Does this jelly bean really cost 6,000 meat? Well, normally it does, yes, but I guess seeing as how you helped me out with them bandits and goblins and damn dirty hippies, let's call her 5. 5 meat, really? Yeah, I reckon. Better buy it in a hurry before I change my mind. Buy it. You hand over the meat. You almost feel bad because of the depth of the discount. Take your leave. I don't feel bad. Eat it. Modern medicine is really amazing! Okay, so now what am I supposed to do? Where's the train? Let's see. Another monolith. Energized. You gotta get the train back. This is embarrassing. Smee points out a set of deep ruts off to the side of the railroad tracks. Norton's taking the train off somewhere in the desert. You have to follow him. See what I can do. Follow the tracks. You jump onto Cookie's back and ride like the wind, following the railroad tracks back into the desert. When you finally catch up, you stand up on Cookie's saddle and leap onto the back of the train like a real badass, just barely catching the edge of the roof and pulling yourself up. Here's hoping you don't have to do that again. Your stuntman could have been killed. Looks like Gary decided not to join you on account of not having a stuntman, so you're on your own until you get back to Frisco. You were feeling neither fair nor square. Take the train back by force. Well, hold on. Hand fruit. Someone has carefully stacked these crates with this end up arrows all pointing in different directions. Barrels labeled pickled pig knuckles. Try saving that 5 times fast. Hop off and head back to Frisco. Pickled pig knuckles. Pickled pig knuckles. Pickled pig knuckles. Pickled pig knuckles. Yeah, that is hard to say. Pickled crackers. Nubs. It's a locked safe. Crack it. Requires safe cracking 5? I'm not even close to that, am I? Where's my safe cracking? Oh, if I hadn't put all my points into my muscle, I would have been able to do that. I kind of wonder what's in that. It's the door to the next car, and it's locked with an unpickable plot brand lock. Okay, I guess I gotta fight him. Getting beefy. Well, you kicked this whole Norton problem down the road a ways. I mean, down the train a ways. I mean, he ran a ways further down the roof of the train. Oh, good. Somebody's built a rickety-ass bridge in these train cars. This is very safe and not panic-inducing at all. Okay. Why are you... Huh? These guys look angry and confused. Jump them. Oh, they're train burglars. Those guys have burgled their last train. You grab the key to the dining car from the leader's belt. Okay, there's the plot lock. Dining car. Oh my god, their stats are so sad. I almost feel bad for them. I don't. It's got one of those fancy silver dome things on it. A cloche, you mean? You've never wanted anything more in your life than you want to lift up this dome and see what's under it. But you're not sure you can muster the amount of culinary expertise required to properly reveal a dish of such presumed quality. Oh, 50 mysticality, I see. This table didn't deserve flowers. This table looks like it got jostled around in some kind of scuffle, but the flowers are still standing. The door between the dining car and the sleeper car is welded shut. People really shouldn't refer to themselves in the third person. Correct his grammar. Oh my god. Nora went flying off the side of the train. No way to make a dramatic recovery from that event. She headed up to the cabin, see if you can find some way to steer this back to Frisco. Messily scrawled note. The note says, I've hidden the key to the forward passenger car in my luggage to make it easier for me to murder everyone in the sleeper car. Sincerely, the train murderer. P.S. Come to the roof of the sleeper car in the next 55 minutes if you want a murdering. One of these saving compartments must belong to the murderer. Maybe it's the first one? You open the door of the first passenger compartment. The sole occupant is a little boy about 10 years old wearing a blue suit and knickerbockers. Oh, hello, ma'am. Is something wrong? Nothing you need to worry about, kid. I'm on the trail of a bad guy. You mean a murderer, ma'am? Pretty sure there's one on this train. They don't call me the world's greatest detective for nothing. What's your name, kid? Probably shouldn't say, ma'am. There might be a copyright thing. Little boy, blue suit, knickerbockers, 10 years old. Okay, so it's Conan. Got it. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I can handle this. Just let me ask you one question, and you should lock your door after I'm gone. I understand, ma'am. What would you like to know? Are you on the roof of the train? Excuse me? The murderer left a note saying he's on the roof of the train. Are you? No, ma'am. I'm in my passenger compartment. Right, good. That'll be all. You open the door of the second passenger compartment and look inside. There's a portly man in a dapper gray suit with a tiny, meticulous wax mustache, and not, I like to clarify, an enormous, bushy one. Excusez-moi, is there some way I might be of assistance, madame? Sorry to bother you, but there's a murder on the loose, and I'm checking the passenger compartments. Sacre bleu! This is a very serious mon ami. Allow me to proffer you the use of my little grey cells. I don't know what that means. But no, thank you. Let me just ask you one question. Why, certainly, I am at your service. Are you on the roof of the train? The roof of the train, madame? Right now? That's right. No, I am here in conversation with you. Good, that's all. So that was Poirot. You open the door of the third passenger compartment and find nobody inside. Since the note from the murderer said he was going to be on the roof of the train, that means he couldn't be in his passenger compartment. Since there's no one inside this passenger compartment, whoever the compartment belongs to could only be, by process of elimination, must be on the roof, which means the person who rented this compartment must be the murderer. Probably. The only clue you find here is a luggage ticket, though. It has the number 3 on it. The only passenger in this compartment is a middle-aged woman who is writing something in a notebook. She looks up as you enter and greets you with a friendly northeastern accent. God damn it, it's Jessica Fletcher. Why, hello, is there something you need, dear? Sorry to bother you, ma'am. I don't want to alarm you, but there's a murderer on board the train I'm investigating. What's this? Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Something Benzie said got held for bullying. No, it's fine. Nah, never trust a precocious youth. That little bastard is the murderer. A murderer on a train? By goodness, that would be a wonderful premise for my next novel. Sure, why not? Anyway, I need to ask you one question. Go right ahead, dear. According to my evidence, the murderer is on the roof of the train. Are you on the roof of the train? No? No, dear. Alright, thanks for your time. Would you like a meat pie? They're homemade. No, thanks. Just have a look at this playing card before you go. Goodbye. Meat pie and playing card. You find bag number 3 and it has the key to the forward passenger car inside. That's very strong corroborating evidence for your theory of who the murderer is. Yet an item, passenger car key. Okay. You find the bag of the passenger car, one back from the locomotive, which may be confusing if you thought locomotive meant the entire train. So I could just say the engine, except that that also refers to the engine itself. That is the actual steam engine that makes the train go, not just the frontmost car of the train. Anyway, you're in the passenger car. Suddenly, Norton clambers in the window. He must have dramatically clung to the side of the train in order to reveal at the last minute that he hadn't actually been defeated. Dang it. He runs into the frontmost car of the train and locks the door. What a jerk! Maybe he could get some of the passengers to help break the door down and arrest him. Or maybe just kick the door down and shoot him until he can't bother anybody anymore. Up to you. I was just bullying a fictional child. Yeah, I know. I thought it was funny, too. This professional-looking guy is frowning at a sheet of paper and occasionally scribbling on it with a pencil and then erasing what he just wrote. This woman ignores you. Talk to the guy. Excuse me, can you help me with something? Sorry, I'm busy. Ask my wife or my daughter. God knows she could do with something to keep her occupied. What are you working on? It's quite academic. I'm sure you wouldn't understand. Try me. If you must know, I'm a scholar of foreign antiquities. I'm attempting to resolve this ancient conundrum from the Far East. He shows you a sheet of paper covered with little boxes, some of which have numbers in them. Yeah, screw it. No. This woman is focusing on her knitting and ignoring the general commotion. She must have been knitting the whole trip because the scarf she's made could accommodate a whole marching band. Talk to her. Excuse me, ma'am. Whatever it is, I want no part of it. I keep to myself, and I've no desire to get involved, thank you very much. Come on, this is important. A crazy guy stole the train, and I need help arresting him or you'll never get to Frisco. I'm sure everything will sort itself out at the end, and in the meantime, I have plenty of wool. I can't intimidate her, so I'll leave her alone. This guy is totally franticking, which is a word I just made up that's ranting in a frantic panic. Everyone else is ignoring him as hard as they can. Hey, buddy, you okay? It's all a lie. We're never going to get to Frisco. Frisco probably doesn't even exist. They've been testing to see how long we can survive on complimentary peanuts and bottled water, and now they're driving us out into the desert for some kind of government camp. They're going to use our organs to fuel alien flying machines. Snap them out of it with percussive maintenance. Whap, whap, whap! Whap! Oh, sorry. Guess I lost it for a second there. Feel better? He rubs his jaw. Well, yes and no. Listen, we're going to get to Frisco, but first we've got to bust into the locomotive up front and arrest a crazy guy. I need some volunteers. Okay, I'm in. If I have to sit here doing nothing for much longer, I'll probably flip out again. This overweight man in a three-piece suit and a bowler hat is probably a banker or something. His eyes are closed and his posture is relaxed, but the clench of his jaw betrays his aggravation. Hi, excuse me? What is it? A crazy jerk calling himself Emperor Norton has hijacked the train, and I need volunteers to help me bust down the door and arrest him. I see. And? And will you help me? No, I'd really rather not. That sounds quite strenuous, perhaps even dangerous. Come on, please. No, I don't think so. I'm quite comfortable here, and I prefer to avoid stress. Pretty please. Again, no, I'm supposed to avoid things that might raise my blood pressure. Pretty please with sugar on top? Sugar is one of those things. Pretty please with gravy on top? Gravy's another. Look, please, just leave me alone. Please, 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 please. No. Please, 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 no. Please, 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 no, stop that. I said no, stop asking. You're really getting on my nerves. Please, 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 I'll stop asking if you say yes. No, damn it. Please, 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 please. All right, God, fine, I'll help. Just leave me alone. This man is too busy ignoring his daughter to not ignore you. This little girl is peering out the window of the train, clearly bored out of her mind. Hi there, busy? No, all my toys and friends are in our luggage, and it's boring and I hate it. You want to help me out with something really important? Huh? Like what? Well, a bad guy took over the engine car, and I need some people to help me break down the door and arrest him. What? Lady, I'm just a little girl. Hey now, that's not a good attitude. Don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do anything just because you're a girl. But, okay, yeah, we'll bust that crook's face in. Wow, that's the spirit. But you gotta pay me. In advance. Jeez, you're learning a little too fast. What is it you want? I like stuffed animals. A little teddy bear. I have a small plush bear. Eesh, carnival trash. Maybe if you had the whole set of 3, that'd be okay. Really? This lady is flipping through a book titled Birds of Western Territory. Since most of the place is desert, it isn't very long. Talk to her. Excuse me, ma'am? Yes? A crazy psycho has taken over the train's engine car, and I need volunteers to help break down the door and arrest him. Oh my, certainly couldn't be of any help with that. I'm very conflict-averse. What if I told you he hates birds and is determined to outlaw them from the territory after he seizes power? That's very sly, but I know you're only saying that because you saw the book I was reading. Yeah, you got me there. Any other ideas to convince me? Suddenly you hear a tapping at the passenger car window. What the... Russell! You open the window and your pet crow, Russell, flaps in and perches on your shoulder. Hey, buddy! Good to see you! Something you do at the beginning of this game affects the end. Caw! Oh my gosh, what a beautiful crow! And he knows you? Oh sure, me and Russell go way back. Right, buddy? Caw! I rescued him from a cat when he was only just out of the nest and raised him as a pet. I set him free when I left home recently. What is he doing here? Has he been following you since then? No, he probably just happened to be flying by and spotted me on the roof of the train and recognized me. Crows are crazy smart like that. Very true. They will remember you their entire lives if you're nice to them. And if you're mean to them, they'll also remember. That's amazing. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have an avian friend like that. Well, I'm still going to be doing a lot of traveling after this, I figure, so I can't really drag Russell along with me, but I bet Russell wouldn't mind being pals with the nice lady in Frisco who helped save the train. What do you think, Russ? Hell yeah, Corvid friendos. Russell calls again and flaps over to perch next to the lady. He lightly pecks her shoulder in a friendly manner. Caw! My goodness, how could I refuse? It's a pleasure to meet you, Russell. My name's Annabelle. Awesome. I'll let you know when we're ready. You know what? Okay. Normally, I'd be, like, totally down for it. But, hold on. We're gonna go to the circus. And we're going to the circus for a reason. Okay. Just your aim. Here we go. You pick them out, toss it end over end, and catch it. A couple of times to test its weight, and actually slam it into the lever. Ding! Well, I'll be. That's some genuine muscle you got on you, gal. Looks like you're a winner. He hands you a large and reasonably well-made teddy bear. Got it. What's the abandoned mine? Oh, hello. More undergrounds. Okay, Gary's waiting here. Sure you don't want to come with? Not wanting accidentally to popping underground. Spores not having anywhere for going. Sticking together. It gets real weird. Okay. This elevator has a lot of stuff wrong with it. Hit the problems. This machine is exceptionally dirty even by desert mining standards. There's a shiny thing in here. Strange silvery crystal. What's this? Huh. Interesting. Let's see what's down here. This mine isn't that great, but this cabinet is a big plus. Okay. Whoa. Hi. Fight the snakes, I guess. Oh. I did not expect the snakes to be faster. Poor Gary. It's kind of silly because I didn't expect Gary to even be down here. I thought Gary said he wasn't going to come down. Coal snake skin. Okay. This car was abandoned in a hurry. Unrefined meat nuggets. 130 meat. Unrefined meat nuggets. Nothing there. Oh, there's a meat scene. 500 meat, 527 meat, and a nugget, 525. Some kind of drilling machine, dynamite and thermos of coffee. Snow says, Dear Jeff, got called up north to deepest delve. See you soon. Praise be Roberto. Sincerely, Jeff. Roberto. It's a shelf containing an effectively infinite amount of sarsaparilla. You've already got plenty. Noted. More nuggets. Hey, it's another one of these. Bunch of paper cards on this table. Grab them. Oh. El Vibrato cylinder. Scraps. Punch card. West Central Storage Facility. Alrighty. Whoops. Okay, so should I go back and see the professor then? Don't worry, guys. We are going to take care of the stuff with Norton in a minute. But give me a second here. Whoops. No, he doesn't want to see that. Very heavy 2-foot cylinder of El Vibrato material. But he didn't want to see it. Yeah, he didn't want to see it for some reason. No rush to side quests are the main appeal of Loathing, to be honest. Yeah, I know. I think it was the well that I have to go to. Cow skulls. Alright. Yeah, I'm purposely not doing all of the side stuff in the game on stream, because I want to give people a reason to play this. Okay, let's go to the education facility. Okay, nothing more to read from the small ones. And nothing to learn from the large ones anymore either. So, like, I've learned the language entirely. Huh. Maybe it has something to do with the other... Hold on. This is the education facility, which I don't need anymore. Drone fabrication, equipment fabrication, secondary storage, auditory nuisance containment. Secondary storage, hold on. Yeah, I already did these. Okay. On to Frisco. More experience. Actually, how much experience did that give me? 1,000? There we go. We got 5 of 5 safe cracking. There we are. Cargo car key. That's all it did, huh? Well. Well. That was not 1,000 experience well spent. Oh well. Okay, so we got all this. Okay, they're all nice. Oh, teddy bear. Hi, lady. Did you get a stuffed animal for me? How about this big teddy bear? Wow, she's great. She takes the bear and gives it a big hug. Okay, lady, say the word and we'll show that jerk what for. Okay, so I can't intimidate her. And I don't have enough mysticality for the other one. But I got 4 people to help me, so this should be enough. It's the door to the locomotive. Confront Norton. You pound on the door to the locomotive or engine car or cab or whatever. Open up, Norton. No! Alright then, I'm coming in. Oh yeah? You and what army, lady? You glance back at the passengers. Me and this army? Well, I have 3. You and the passengers break down the door very impressively, though it would have been even better if he had had some torches and those old-fashioned rakes. Norton's backed up into the corner of the engineer's compartment next to the engineer, who looks over his shoulder at you and shrugs. So-called Emperor Norton, you're under arrest for the crime of being a total ass. That's not illegal. Well, it is when I'm in town. Everybody, grab him! Except you, Mr. Engineer. I can see you're busy driving the train. Right. Actually, if you could just turn around and head back to Frisco at the next station, that'd be great. No problem. Look out! Look out! This isn't over! You haven't heard the last of me! Tell it to the judge, Norton. The prison judge. We made it. We got all the way west. Hooray! Gary is west. Hooray! Not long before popping now. Gee, Gary, I'm going to miss your weirdly cheerful nonsense. Not worrying. Gary will wait for popping until you're done with doings. Still helping. Aw, thanks. Did I forget anything? Nope. What do you think we should do next? Hooray, hooray! Callista, wow, the day you're saving it. Shucks, I couldn't have done it without you, Gary. Come on, let's go check out the final cutscene. Sure hoping having a happy ending. Gary loves a happy ending. Mosey? You did it! Thanks, boss! No problem. We got the track laid right up to the station now. The first ever cross-territorial railroad thanks to the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. And principally you. You did a real good job, Callista Earp. Aw, shucks. Don't mention it. I assume we cannot get back on the train, right? Not that there's really anything to get. The old bronze elephant. Yep, the good old piston buffalo. The old metal hippopotamus. Yep, the good old coal ram. Let's never call it the coal ram ever again. Ever. Frisco Station. This was a one-way train, so there's no sense of going in there now. Hope I didn't leave the oven on at home. The locomotive is really something. Okay. Well, I'll be a new face. I'm Clancy. Make yourself at home. Thanks, I'm Callista Earp. New to town? I've been helping the Manifest Destiny get the rail tracks laid. It's a tough job, but we finally got here. Sounds like you could use a drink. Clancy, I sure could. What's with the huge brawl over there? All them fellas always blowing off steam. I let them go ahead and get their aggressions out so long as they keep over there and wait for the furniture I got left. What do you got? A new Amsterdam. A new fashioned olive gin cone. What can you tell me about Frisco? Oh, it's a fine town. A fella named Samson Frisco founded it way back when the mines first opened out this way and everyone caught the fever. Mining fever? Yep, the kind you get from breathing too much dirt. Frisco was a doctor, see? Ah, gotcha. Bye-bye, Barbin. Sorry, no darts. Management. This lady's a rock in her whiskey. Ask her about it. Whiskey on the rocks, eh? That was a little funny the first time I heard it today. So, by now it should be laugh right? Mm-hmm. Seriously, though, why are you ruining that whiskey with that rock? I'm not here to drink. I'm doing important research. What kind of research do you do? I'm testing the effects of various liquids on hypercrystalline thalmomorphic diorites. Today's liquid is ethanol. Maybe I'm going on a limb here, but I'm guessing you're some kind of scientist. Good guess. Specifically, I'm an arcanogeologist. Arcano... magical rocks? Heh, not bad. You got it in one. Dr. Josie Morton at your service. Hi, I'm Callista Earp. My second guess was going to be buttholes, but rocks don't have those. Not typically, no. Morton, huh? Any relation to the Emperor guy? Who? It's a weirdo outside calling himself Emperor Norton. Are you asking me if I'm related to someone because our last names rhyme? Well, not anymore. Have you met the Professor? The guy researching the Alpha Vibrato out by Gustavin Gulch? That's him. His work is really intriguing, but our fields of study don't overlap as much as you would expect. No. I'd have thought El Vibrato would be right up your alley. There's all kinds of magical rocks and that stuff. Yeah, but those rocks were heavily modified by the El Vibratans. My interest is in magical rocks in their naturally occurring state. I see. How's your whiskey experiment going? Not great, but to be honest, I wasn't expecting much. This test really should be done with the pure ethanol, but it's too hard to get that out here. So I'm trying whiskey just for the heck of it. But the impurities in it would screw up my findings even if I had any. Well, that's a shame. Hey, your rock just turned blue. Oh, that's unrelated. Hypercrystalline thaumatomorphic diorite turns blue every 23 minutes. I have a colleague who patented a design for a watch based on that property of it, but a 23-minute watch isn't very useful. Plus, you know, the whole cancer thing. Cancer? Yeah, did you know that I wasn't drinking this because of the flavor? Because I don't want a tumor that can yell its own name. Do you need help with any of your experiments? Sure, I can always use more samples. If you find anything interesting rocks, bring them by my house. What counts as interesting? I haven't seen any rocks that turn blue. Oh, just anything a rock doesn't ordinarily do. Moving around its own, defying gravity, displaying rudimentary intelligence. What about a rock that plays the banjo? Have you seen a rock that plays the banjo? Oh, no, I was just what-ifing. Jeez Louise, don't get my hopes up like that. Well, I'll swing by if I find any interesting rocks. Alrighty, thanks. Hope to see you soon. She pays her tab, fishes a rock out of her whiskey, and leaves. You decide there's no sense in throwing the bathwater out with the baby, and you pocket the whiskey. Whiskey without the rocks. Oh my god, these guys are... I was going to say weak, but... He's a bean slinger. Decent wine, decent tequila, and a handful of loose teeth. Okay. There's not really much else to do in Frisco, so we are going to go by that lady's house really quick. And see if we have anything that she wants. Some kind of drilling machine. It seems to be taking a real beating. That doesn't seem natural. Yeah, you're right, it doesn't. Okay. A fancy high-tech electric light. Don't these lamp things usually need to be plugged into something? Yes, but I've modified these to run on ambient arcanolithic radiation. You can see how they work more reliably the closer they are to that diuretic resonator on the floor there. Yes, I understand this. Weird-looking boots on the workbench. Investigate. Hey, Josie, what's up with these boots? Oh, that's just an invention I lost interest in. What do they do? They're supposed to make you run really fast, but I couldn't get any significant boost out of them. Oh, you need Mr. Calley. Hi there, Dr. Morton. Oh, hi, Callista. Did you find any interesting rocks? Oh. Well, apparently I had nothing she wanted. Well, y'all, we are getting pretty close to the end of stream, so why don't we go see the final credits the way that things are now? I know for a fact we're not going to get resolution on a few different things. A gurgling hiss draws your attention to a nearby skeleton. Honestly, just the fact that there was a skeleton here should have been enough to draw your attention, but I guess you're getting used to them. This one is wearing rusted antique conquistador armor caked with mud and rotting seaweed, waving a waterlogged old blunderbuss at you. But yeah, we might as well go see the end credits now. Sometime in a future stream, I don't know when it'll be right away, but there is a stagecoach that's in Dirtwater that goes to the DLC. Benzie, I don't know if you've ever done the DLC for this game, but it's a quest all on its own. Like, it's a fairly decent DLC. I don't know when I'll do it, but we will end up doing it at some point. I also plan on playing Shadows over Loathing, although we're probably going to take a break from the Loathing games just for a little bit. And I don't know, we're going to find something else to play for a little while. But for now, let's get into our final cutscene. Looks like somebody on the train got a job as the projectionist. Would you like to watch this movie? It's free, because movies have only recently been invented, and nobody's figured out that they can charge for them yet. Note, doing this will not change anything about the world or your character. When the cutscene is over, you'll still be right here. You can keep playing if you want. So I will probably do some of the extra stuff off stream, because there's some stuff that I haven't seen yet. And also, I want you all to be able to play the game. That's why I didn't do everything. There's certain things that I purposely skipped out on that I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to do those things because I want you guys to be able to enjoy it. Show me the final cutscene. Some folks say endings don't matter. But other folks, they like to know how things turn out. The consequences of their actions like. With the trains running again, Frisco thrived. People came from all over to seek their fortunes. But thanks to you, they didn't have to do it all while on fire because some cow attacked their wagon. With the railroad completed and Norton ousted, Smee found himself out of a job, but in of an opportunity. After being elected mayor, he managed the growth and infrastructure of Frisco with compassion and pragmatism. In 1944, Frisco was named Most Reasonable City by the Tuesday Evening Post. Good job, Smee. Remind folks that West of Loathing is only $11 plus $5 for DLC. Yeah, absolutely. If you do not already own this game, what are you doing? Go get it. And it's not just available on Steam. You can find it on other systems too. Like, I have this on my Switch as well. It's a very fun game. And like I said, I skipped around on a lot of things. I have never seen this game as a bean slinger, which is kind of like a magician, and from what I can tell, they're hilarious. Totally worth playing this game multiple times, guys. Highly recommend it. After you got settled in, Gary climbed to the top of the tallest building in Frisco and shot spores every which way. They say his descendants still roam the West to this day. Finish the game with Gary the Goblin. Yes, yes, to finishing! I got an achievement. Thanks to your assistance, Hobart Buppard got the photography bug. Or should we say, the photography owl. Anyway, he opened an art gallery so the citizens of Frisco would never again have to suffer from the inability to see pictures of owl skeletons whenever they wanted. Kurtz left the fort and set up shop in Frisco. His fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. The growth was entirely due to word of mouth because the first rule of Kurtzfit is you cannot stop talking about Kurtzfit. Kurtz till it hurts. With your help, the professor gained enough knowledge about El Vibrato technology to start building his own. He opened a very successful consumer technology store in Frisco, and for decades, people spent all their time staring at little computers in their hands instead of talking to one another. Oh my god, he's Steve Jobs. The musicians you sent to Dirtwater formed a band called Pear Life. They were popular with Frisco college kids, once a college opened in Frisco. You solved all of Brentwood's problems. With the increase in morale and civic resources, they were able to clear the weeds from the road and fix the well and the broken hitching post. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a new coat of paint, refresh the facade of the Buttery Biscuit, and add a second story to the bunkhouse. They even managed to get that horse into rehab. It's good. That horse needed help. Look at him. Look at the horse. Chuck continued to run his blood and breakfast without any incident, accident, scandal, or allegations for many years. With your help, Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum became the talk of the town. Well, first they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, woo-wee! Dirtwater became, relatively speaking, a thriving metropolis. Thanks to your efforts as a commerce ambassador and all-around helpful stranger, the once sleepy town became a shining oasis in a barren land. Every man, woman, and child in the town knew your name. They even put up a little plaque with your name on it in your old room at the Jewel. Glug, 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 glug. So many hats. As for you, after your adventure, you settled in Frisco and bought a very long, very narrow house. You filled it with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection. When you left home, you told Rufus you wanted to seek your fortune. Unfortunately, you ended your adventure nearly penniless. Oh well, maybe Rufus could find someone else to look up to. Penniless? I had money. I had quite a bit of money. See how many hats we're missing. So we're missing at least 2 right there. 3. Oh yeah, we're missing quite a few hats, guys. In 1906, all the remaining cows in the West were simultaneously activated by some kind of signal from hell. Do you even care about haberdashery? They thundered east, forming a gigantic single-minded herd. Led by the infernal sadist, Duke Bovicus, the cow army thundered east toward Dirtwater. This is because we did not take care of the cow herds. Fortunately, a gang of rodeo clowns swept in at the last minute and slaughtered the herd just before we reached Dirtwater. Unfortunately, all the townsfolk of Dirtwater had a hard time sleeping for pretty much the rest of their lives. Seriously, it was a grisly sight. 420 years later, deep beneath the ground, ancient machines silently stopped doing the thing they were built to do. It's probably fine. You and everybody you know are all dead by then, and most of humanity has moved to space. Still, though, it's a shame about the planet. There were some cool bars there. Yeah, so I figured this. Like, I know I got really deep into the El Vibrato stuff, but I also realized that it's like there's no way I finished everything. Thank you for playing. And thank you all for watching. Like, this has been a really fun game. I have really enjoyed playing this. I didn't know how people were going to react to the art style, just because it is a little, you know, simple, but it's very fun. It's such a good game. If you've enjoyed West of Loathing, you might also enjoy our free browser-based game, The Kingdom of Loathing, on the internet at kingdomofloathing.com. So, guys, there's another option for you as well. Benzie has told me about that as well. I have not taken the time to go and play it, mainly just because I've been busy and I don't take enough time for rest. Someday I'll rest. Someday. Anyways, kingdomofloathing.com if you guys want to go try that one out. But anyways, yeah, now I can go right back to the game. Like, I can go do anything at this point. I wonder what that was for. I kind of want to go over here. Hold on. I want to see something. I'm out of batteries? Oops. Go wandering. The Jeweler's Cabin. Check it out now. Oh, Gary's hearing about this. A goblin jewelry making. Really? Yes, a famous goblin artisan. Well, now I'm intrigued. Oh, hello. A customer. Why, hello, welcome to Master Gerald's jewelry shop. Howdy, are you Master Gerald? Oh no, Master Gerald is back there at his workbench. I'm just his assistant and translator. A goblin jewelsmith? You bet in your britches, Missy, you bet in your britches, Missy, and not forgetting it. He says that's right, the finest jeweler in the territory. What do you know? I don't see anything on display though. Thank you, Gummy, for the hydrate. I did need it. Master Gerald only does bespoke work. If you bring in a sufficiently valuable gemstone, he'll craft it into a fine ring for you for a fee. No trash rocks. Well, here's what I've got. I have a cow's eye. Oh, and the strange crystal. Cow's eye ring, strange crystal. Posture check and a stretch. Okay. Yeah, you guys got me. I'm not sitting the way I should be. Oof. Okay. What are those items that I just got? Cow's eye ring. 11 muscle. Hell yes. Silicone ring. 11 mysticality. Flush it. Your eyebrows are getting kind of wild. Pluck them. This is a goblin's bed, maybe? What's this? This appears to be their dining table, but they've left out a stack of magazines for customers to look at while they're waiting. They're all in Goblin, though. Most of them are Goblin celebrity gossip, but the crossword puzzles have already been filled in. Okay. This one again? Welcome back. Have you brought any gemstones that you would like Master Gerald to craft rings? Bah! All of trash and garbage bean! Master Gerald apologized, but there's nothing you can work with. Oh, so you can't actually go behind the counter. Huh. Interesting. Well, I will note that for later, everyone. It is time to be going, as our friend Gary would put it. So let's go see here. Let's put you guys on the end stream. There we go. Okay, guys. Let's go find out where we're going to send you. Because we are going to send you somewhere. I would I like raiding out people. So let's go see who we can go raid to. And I know Gumi is in here. And so normally I would love to go raid Anna. I can't raid Anna tonight because Anna is playing Pragmata, and I do not want anybody to get spoilers because I know how like interesting that game is. McBenzie redeemed a dad joke. Benzie, what do you call it when Chewbacca has chocolate in his fur? A chocolate chip Wookiee. Ruja liked it. What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no? What do you mean, bad no? Okay. We are going to go raid Verbena. Somebody else that I've been following for a while. I don't get to go into their streams very often. But they're playing Tamagotchi Life right now. So, first, if you guys want to come hang out with us, play games, relax, play some D&D with us and stuff like that in the future, there is the Discord. Come join us. Come play. Come say hello. Let's set up a raid message really quick. These are the dad jokes you are looking for. Oh, I wish I'd used that at work earlier. Okay. Let's see. Here we are. Alright, y'all. We're going to go raid out to Verbena. Thank you all so much for coming to hang out with me. This has been a lot of fun. Again, at some point we'll end up doing the DLC. Just kind of when I feel like it. But yeah, in the future we will do that. And then in the long run we will end up doing Shadows over Loathing because I have not played it. So, anyways, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and send you guys out. Thank you so much. Love you all. See you all real soon. Bye.